I'm back. This is day 2 and this is all the stuff I'm junking so far. There's a lot of bags, a lot of containers that I'm not using anymore. So I think I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bags worth of trash. This is where I'm at so far with that one closet, and you know, move things around a little bit. I have some supplies here in those baskets, and it's mostly like, you know, the spray for ironing. There's some mean wax, there's some grout, and the foam spray, and then more grout here. All of the paint leftovers are here, and I have, you know, a little bit more stuff here. In this basket here, I'm keeping like some kind of like weird size bulbs and things like this, even though I have a basket on the other side, but these are the ones that are just uncommon. There's batteries here, and yeah, so this is pretty much emptied. I still have to sweep the floor, you know, kind of make it clean, but I'm glad because I can walk in here. There's light, nothing is blocking the light. I can see what I'm looking for, and I pretty much know what's in here. Now in the boiler room, this is where I'm at. So I have this shelf right here with all of the tools, and my tools have been, for the most part, placed on the wall, and I really like, first of all, I like the way it looks, and two, the way it's organized, because now I can see what I have, and when I need something, just grab it, and then when it's missing, just put it back. So I don't care about those walls. Again, these are just, it's a boiler room. I'm not planning on painting or anything, but it really works out. And then this corner right here has been completely emptied, and I may leave it like this or bring the big steaming machine, I don't know, but this is what it looks like on this side so far. I still have this little mess here that I need to fix, and then some stuff on the floor, but these are filled as well. So what I'm going to do now is take care of this area here. There's a lamp, and then there's I can't remember if it's crystal or china, but that has to be moved, and then there's some shoes and stuff in the back, so I'm going to take care of that right now. So what I did here, I had this piece of furniture that I had kept in the basement for a while, and you know, I mean, I use it to put some, you know, like odds and ends, which I have to kind of, I guess, reorganize. It's a bunch of actually all of these are the books for home improvement, like how to you know, change a toilet bowl or whatever, so that can stay here. And then I have a whole bunch of frames that are part of the basement that I didn't put back on the walls yet because I need to create the bookshelves. So for now I'm just putting them here, and they can stay there. I'm getting rid of the shoe rack because we really have not been using it. I hate having shoes in full sight. That's not something that I want to have anymore, so that's gone. And now I have those 2 boxes here that still have some china and crystal. I'm going to put them here for now. By next week or 2 weeks from now, these are going to be emptied anyway because we're getting the furniture, like I said. And I'll put those boxes, empty boxes, for storage in the garage. Well, here's a perfect example of something that just sounded good as an idea, but is not working out and is not practical. Because let's just say, for instance, that I cannot move all of this stuff in the furniture upstairs. I'm blocking my tools here. So what I'm going to do is put them there instead, and then move this, the 2 chairs, to that side, and which kind of makes sense anyway, because if you think about it, the stairs to go upstairs are over there. So if I need extra chairs, I just come in, open this door, and the chairs are right here. It'd be much easier to grab rather than having to go around the whole basement to go get these. So, all right. Whew. I'm tired. Let me do this and then give it a look. I mean, the problem with organizing is that you have ideas and then you put them into action, and then the project at the end doesn't look all that great. So you have to be prepared to, you know, kind of like change your plan as you go, and then you're going to move things once, and then you might end up having to move them a second time and sometimes a third time until you find something that is practical. This is not just about cleaning up and organizing, it's also about making things practical in a way that makes sense and is making life easier. Alright, well, for me that works much better because I can just walk in, take the chairs if I need them, and then I have those boxes stacked on that side, even though the counter is on the other side. But again, these are going to be emptied eventually, and if I can empty them all, they're going to be consolidated because at least one or two of them are going to be emptied. So I'm definitely going to be able to access the counter over there, and yeah, all I got to do, I'm going to move this thing somewhere else. Let's see, a bathroom cabinet that needs to be mounted. All I need to do now is some serious cleaning because, I mean, look at this, you know, that's the problem with boiler rooms and all of that. You have to maintain them and clean them because all that soot and dust gets on the stuff. So you got to do that. Let me see, when is the last time I did that? Probably like when I was doing my spring cleaning in April, so it's about 2 seasons worth of dust. So I'm just going to go over it again and then do it probably at the end of December again, and then, you know, go back on the April and, you know, August cycle. But you have to do that because if you use a room like this as a storage room, you're going to get that soot and that dust, so you have to maintain the cleanliness. Otherwise, what's the point of storing things there if they're going to be all dirty and then you're moving that dirt everywhere in your house? So this is done. You see I cleaned the top here and I cleaned the top of all of the pipes here and here, and this is what the rag looks like. I actually rinsed it twice. So believe it or not, this has been done regularly in my house, and the only reason why I do it regularly is because we actually use the basement, and this room is like right next, like when you come out, there's the basement, right? If I open this one right here, you see, hey, you got the kids on the other side. So the bottom line is that this stuff gets in the air and it gets on surfaces in your house, downstairs and upstairs. So if you have a boiler room that is, you know, part of your basement like I do, and you have oil and not gas tank, or if you're heating your house on oil like we do, understand that this stuff will get on your furniture, on your carpeting, on your walls, on your baseboards, on your furniture, on your books or whatever. So you have to regularly clean it. One, because when the serviceman comes in and he comes and start touching your stuff, he's going to have that soot all over, and it's a guarantee that he's going to put it on some of your walls on his way out. And two, it's just easier to, you know, do what you got to do. And then if you have like a reset button like this one right here, if there's soot all over them, eventually it's going to get clogged up and you can't reset your boiler when you need to. So, last look of the room. Sorry about the background noise. The kids are having their hour on the Xbox. So these are the toys. This is all of the tools nicely organized, and I have this area done. If you remember what it looked like before, here's another shot of before. So you can see that before I was really just using this room as a dumping ground for stuff that I had planned on perhaps moving at a later time or organizing at a later time, but the later time never happens, except that I got fed up with it, and this needs to be done because again we're changing season, and I needed to be able to have this room decluttered so that the boiler can do what it has to do. Well, I have this area of the basement entirely cleared up. Look at that. This is where I had all the trash, remember, and got all of it cleaned out. So yeah, I still have laundry I need to file, but basically here's a big view. See, it's not big, but it still needs to be worked on. So for the next couple of weeks, what I'm going to do is build a corner bookshelf here for books, build a bookshelf here for books, and then another corner one right here for books, and then all of this clutter here and here will be out of the way. And then eventually, when we have more fonts, the floor is going to be redone and padded and, you know, insulated and all of that, because it's a little bit cold in here. So when you come in through this way, you've seen this room already. It's so nice. I can actually open the door and go through, pick up what I need, and I can open it here and bam, go back upstairs. So, yep. You know what? At the end of the day, it may not be perfect, but at least it doesn't feel cluttered, and it doesn't feel like it's just like, you know, overwhelming anymore. So sometimes you do projects that look like they're meaningless, but they do make a big difference in your life. And this, believe it or not, makes a big difference in my life. And that's all that matters, because now when I'm sitting here watching TV with the kids, or we're doing a movie night, or I'm playing video games with them, I don't have this black cloud over my head and this constant nagging, hey, hey, the boiler room, boiler room, boiler room. So it's done. Alright, so the next project is going to be underneath the stairs over there, and God knows what's in there. I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm throwing away a lot of things. A lot of it is not donatable because it's just broken, filthy, or bent, or, you know, I mean, what am I going to donate? You know, curtain rods that are incomplete. So a lot of it is being thrown out, and oh, there's an echo in this room now. That's pretty cool. Yeah, so you know what, the bottom line is we accumulate way too much stuff. That is a fact. We tend to keep things because we paid for them, or you think, you know, oh man, oh, would you stop? Look at the dogs. Hello? You're comfortable? It's nice in here, huh? It's clean. You're gonna mess it up? Are you gonna mess it up? No? Alright. So, yeah, so we pay big money for certain things, and then we stop using them, and we don't find a use for them anymore, so we don't want to trash it, and we end up putting it in a basement. And I don't want that kind of basement. I don't want a basement that ends up being a collection of the refuse from the house with the intention to maybe reuse them later on. I want things that are either seasonal, that I'm going to store here and move at least once a year back upstairs, or I want things that are heirloom, or, you know, things that I just can't part with for sentimental reason, like my, you know, pregnancy dresses, right? The rest of it, if you don't use it anymore, donate it, get rid of it. Why accumulate that kind of clutter? And as I'm saying this, you're seeing the gazillion books I have in the back, because we got a problem with getting rid of books. So if there is going to be one thing that I'm not parting with, it's going to be books. The rest, I'm going to have to be more conscious about whether or not I really, really love the item and want to keep it. If it doesn't fit those two categories, I love it, I want to keep it, it's got to go. I'm donating it, or I'm trashing it altogether, because an empty space like this is something nice to look at. But then again, what's going to happen next week, like I said, that we're getting furniture from the family, and the furniture I got upstairs is going to be replaced by that, and some of the furniture I got upstairs is going to come down here. So expect to see my big buffet with the mirror in here instead, or maybe over there, or maybe over here, and then I'll move the table somewhere else, or I'll get rid of the table altogether, because that was a street find. I'm not emotionally attached to it. Okay? Alright, this was Sophia from mygridchallenge.blogspot.com. Thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for watching this new series. I can't wait to show you what I'm doing next time. And until then, I'll talk to you later. Bye!